And welcome to Padia, and welcome to Thailand once again, and welcome to Talking Heads, of course, the little friendly living room in the heart of Pattaya. And at the end of the table, of course, as per normal, is Mr. Bobby. How you doing?
I'm doing good, bro.
Hey,
thanks for having me.
Great
again.
weekend, yes.
Hey, Mark, what's up?
We're gonna get to him in a minute because he's the star today.
He's the star of the show.
He's the star.
But shouldn't you start with me, no?
No, we don't. We never start. We always say hello to Bobby. The reason we start with Bobby is because he's the man that's got the delete button.
Oh,
and
okay.
I have the AC plug here. I could just pull the plug and it would be the end of the world
Guys,
for all of us.
Yeah, if you're shite, guys, today we're just going to pull the plug and get you off. Good weekend, Bobby, and of course we'll go over to Mark in a minute. But
all right.
Great weekend, yes, nice and relaxed. Yeah, ready for it?
Totally, I'm
a
ready.
new week. We've got a lot
Here we
coming up
go.
in the studio, bringing us up to date on all the gadgets and, of course, movie reviews and things like that. As per normal, of course, Mark Kelly, welcome to the studio.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. A bit off the norm. So it's raining today.
Yeah.
And it's that annoying rain
was pouring.
No, but now it's that annoying rain where it just gets you a little bit wet. Yeah? But not too drenched. So, what time of year is it?
It's the wet season. It's getting into the wet season.
What time of year is it normally? A little Halloween gift.
Good answer, Bobby.
I've got some lollipops here.
Oh, look
Halloween
at this.
sweetness.
So they're little Halloween lollipops from Chubba Chubs.
Thank you, bro.
I brought a little bit of Halloween to the studio.
I remember in America, tell me if I'm wrong, I mean, nobody used to, when I used to say this, they go, that doesn't exist, it's not real. You remember chump change?
I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the people I talk to goes, that's not real, it don't exist, that's not real. That's chump change is. It's like the little bits of shrapnel
Yeah, but
change in your pocket.
this is from people that were born from the 70s or before, knew about the chump change, but not, yeah.
So we've got chumpa chumps. Is that right? Chumpa chumps, is that what they are?
Pretty sweet stuff.
Pretty sweet stuff. We're going to open it anyway. Okay, all right. Let's say welcome to the show, of course, and of course it's going so far really well, and you're getting a lot of things off your chest. And today, what we're going to be talking about, I've got a great big list here. But
So
what's this Uncle Roger guy?
I've had to write all this down. So Uncle Roger, yeah, let me start with him. I don't know if anyone out there has followed my story that I put on the website.
62,000 of Mark.
Yes, Uncle Roger reacting to Gordon Ramsay making egg fried rice. He's now become an internet sensation. Okay, I don't know if it's because he's a foreigner that's
Where's he from?
Indonesia.
Is he? So
Yes.
his English is not like brilliant, though.
No, so that makes him the more funnier.
Nice,
okay.
Bobby.
Now, I can't concentrate now. You're sucking on something in front of me.
Okay, guys, calm down. Calm down.
For the people that for the people that haven't got the people that have only just got audio only, it's a lollipop.
Calm down.
So, Uncle Roger reacting to Gordon Ramsay making egg fried rice, and he calls Gordon Ramsay a brilliant chef and wants to cook with him. But Uncle Roger also done a reaction on Jamie Oliver and absolutely trounced him through every cooking procedure he did of making, because he had pre-made rice. He couldn't even cook his own as a chef.
I seen that Jamie Oliver come out with a packet, didn't he, from a supermarket.
Yeah, he couldn't even cook his own rice. And
Lazy,
and
so lazy.
His ingredients wasn't even fresh. They were
Can you
all
believe
from
that,
a
Bob?
jar.
Can you believe that, Bobby? A top chef bringing home from a supermarket already made rice.
I can believe it.
Hey, Jamie
Anything's
Oliver.
possible.
Eh? 15 restaurants and loads of books, and he still can't get it
But
right.
his restaurants are closing down, aren't they?
Yeah, well, yeah. Now he's taken. He's back to his old job. Now he's stacking in Tesco's.
Marks and Spencer's.
Marks and Spencer's. What about this? Let's go straight to this because I'm pretty excited. Let's talk about the brand new Destiny, of course, that's coming on. It's an add-on, isn't it? For this film?
November the 10th actually launches. I'm excited. I play this game. If you're a PC gamer, you will get this. It's called Dying Light. It comes out November the 10th. It's a massive add-on, I think 50 gig. And it's going to be for the next 3-4 seasons. The only thing is, people like myself, veteran players, my friend James that I play online for, he's amazing at the game. We've spent many hard years playing this game and getting to the level that we have got. You get new players that come in and use these cheats online, and
when
already
what's a cheat for us non-gamers? I mean, he's a non-gamer.
I have no idea what a cheat is.
Yeah, he's a non-gamers.
Okay,
we know
so
what cheating is, but
basically
what is it?
you're using mouse and keyboard to move and to aim to fire a person on player versus player. These guys come in with an aim-assisted bot where they can see people walking through the walls and it automatically locks on to the target. You don't do anything.
That's serious cheating right there.
Yeah. So for non-gamers,
Sounds like autopilot to me.
Yeah. But for non-gamers, it's it's a trivial thing. But if you were running the 100 meters, okay, and someone was taking steroids and took your first place, and you run as a natural person, well, it's the same thing. They are cheating to win, like Ben Johnson, but back in the day, the race with Cole Lewis, Frankie Fredericks, and Linford Christie. Okay, so I remember that. I'm that old.
So these cheats, I mean, what does this do then? So you guys don't cheat, do you?
No.
So what does this mean to you guys, this add-on, this was coming?
So the new add-on comes more with the anti-cheating barrier, as it were. So it can detect if someone is running a trainer or a script within the game as they start the game up. And like with Grand Theft Auto 5, as soon as you start to cheat, Grand Theft Auto 5, they put a dunce hat on your character and they kick you off.
But surely, Bobby and Mark, if somebody's playing a game, let me get this right, because I'm not a big game player, but if somebody buys a game and spends all this money on a computer to play games, and people spend millions and millions of dollars,
can't they have a security thing that stops that?
Why? No, but what I'm trying to get at is, why does the player have to cheat if he wants to play the game?
Because it's the easy way around. It's the same as you can either drive in your car around the block, or you can go the wrong way up the street for 5 seconds. It's quicker. They always want the quicker route out.
But doesn't that take away the point of playing the game?
Of course it does.
Am I right there?
Games nowadays are all about grinding. So you're doing the same thing every day, and it becomes a bit monotonous for some people. It becomes a bit boring. But for people like myself and my friend James, we love the daily grind of. And then when you get to a level where you've that threshold, it feels good, you know. But people they
just want to get there quick.
That's it. And they want to show to their friends, oh, I've done this, I've done that. But really, it's a really bad thing, and it's annoying where you've worked so hard to get where you are. Someone's been playing the game for 5 minutes, and they're beating you.
But surely the people that design the game and people put on there, hey, I've completed this game and I did this and I scored this. Surely the people that design the game,
so Bungie,
say you cheated.
Okay, so Bungie watch a lot of people streaming. And they've caught a lot of people streaming live to millions of people, and they've caught them cheating, and they've locked them out in the middle of a live stream in front of millions, okay? Which is really embarrassing. But just like the best hackers in the world, there's always a way around it. There's always a back door. Before the people that have made the game find it, the hackers will always find the back door. As example, Apple. Okay, they were always being jailbroken, and it took them years before they actually started to employ the hackers to work for them, because the hackers knew quicker when the hack was implemented into the iPhone device.
Seems a bit pointless. It's like playing a game of football and don't play football, but just put the ball in the net from 2 yards away. Say we won 5-0 and go home.
Yeah.
There's no game to me. I mean, there's no.
Everybody wants to win, right? So it's a whole win thing, right?
But I think
sure.
Nowadays it's now become an open world genre. So you're no longer fixed to doing a set, say, storyline. So again, last time I was here, I mentioned about Cyber 2022. Okay, with the Keanu Reeves character,
which is actually really, really good. It's film quality. You think it's a film. It's that good.
So you've got, with open world games now, you've not just got the standard 10 hours of gameplay. Yeah, this is like 80 hours plus. I mean, on one game, I've played 827 hours in 5 years of this particular game. And it continues to go because it's live. People are playing around you. So you go where you want to go. The story doesn't say, well, no, you have to go here now. It does in certain campaigns, but if you're out alone, out in the wilderness, as it were, in Red Dead Redemption 2, you do anything you want. You can pick up someone and put the person on the train tracks and just wait for the express train to come.
The GTA, which is the Grand Theft Auto, yeah?
Yep.
Well, World Games, of course, that's coming out on Xbox now.
Okay, so there's a bit of a debate at the minute, because Bethesda, who is, I'm jumping a few skips here. Bethesda, that is the maker of Fallout 4, Skyrim, Oblivion, etc. Yeah, they are trying to buy or go into talks with Xbox, so they could be making straight games for Xbox. So the Xbox Series now looks like they're going to be getting a lot of exclusives that the PlayStation and PC won't have. So the GTA 6 will be coming out exclusively, first of all, for the Xbox Series and the PlayStation 5. When, we don't know when. We just think it's going to be made in South America, which would be good because there's a lot of gangsters and a lot of drugs.
The one that I've got down here, which I find is Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah.
Yep.
What I find, Bobby, have a listen to this. Yeah. Between now and April 2023, they're expected to spend $89 million on marketing. That's just on a game.
Wow.
That's just,
games now are making more revenue than films.
$89 million.
That's because there's a customer base that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
It's no longer your small boy that's 8 years old sitting on his Sega Master System, yeah, in the conservatory. It's mums, dads, sisters, uncles, aunts. My dad is 70, and he loves Final Fantasy games. Okay, the Red Dead Redemption series, it's 2 years old now.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And it's continued to grow, and it's a cowboy and Indian game. Everybody loves cowboys and Indians. Okay?
So are most people, when families play it, are they playing it on their home computers, or are they playing it on their new TVs?
We're just going to go on to that because, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong here. I mean, that's on Xbox, isn't it, that one, yeah? Is that right?
That's on all the platforms. That's cross-platform.
Oh, there we go. Cross-platforms.
Yeah.
So Xbox can plug into a smart TV? Is that the idea?
So, actually, I haven't got it down here. So now Xbox are coming out with a new thing where you can plug or you can stream your games live onto your phone.
Wow.
So if you have the latest, say, Samsung Ultra 20, okay, that's an 8 gig device that's capable of running a hardcore game, okay? But then, if you have a smart TV at home, as you've just said, I would prefer to play my game on a big screen,
right,
than play on a phone. But I suppose that's good if you've got the boy that still wants to play his game, but mummy and daddy are watching a movie.
I was actually, just to quote me right, I was just wrong on the date on that one, the $89 million one. You know, that I was talking about on the it's between April 2023 and March 2024. So that's roughly 11 months. So that's roughly, at a guess, that's around about $6.5 million a month just on advertising.
So that's Rockstar. Rockstar are one of the biggest in the world of game makers, especially the open world. Okay, because they own the GTA series, the Red Dead Redemption. So, and they're always trying to make it better. They listen to people at home when they say, well, when I try and throw this man off a cliff, he just bounces like a ball. So then they do an update where he smashes his head on the rocks and blood comes streaming out. You know, because they do listen to what people say. Okay? But games are becoming, so they'll have actually stars in the game. Who was the actor in the series 24? He was one of the bad boys back in the day.
What's his name? He's the Sutherland. Sutherland.
Yes. So he lent his voice to the new series of Metal Gear Solid games. Okay? So you actually have well-known actors in America, Britain, that get paid an awful lot just to lend their voices and their likenesses to the character.
Doing all the Foley work for these big tech companies, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
So if you look behind the scenes, they all got their dots on them and they're acting it out, and it's a proper professional, like a movie set.
Well, the Keanu Reeves one, I mean, I've seen. Mark showed me that, and I thought it was a movie. I actually thought it was a movie. It's that good.
Wow.
I mean, it's just incredible. But of course, it's now coming to everybody where they can now walk into Walmart and buy themselves one of the new PS ones. Yeah.
Sorry, do you want to correct yourself?
PS5, is it?
There we go. PS1.
No, I said one of the PS1s.
PS1s.
I meant in the ones of the units, not PS1.
Come on, this is
that.
a gadget show. You have to say it like a gadget. The new PS5, not PS1s, you know.
This is the Granny Joe. This is PS5.
So-
I am AI. You can talk to me all day.
Anyway, just ignoring him. So the
Over,
PS5 is available to pre-order from Walmart, Amazon, etc. Okay, the launch date hasn't yet been decided. PS will always launch their consoles a little while after the Xbox. They just want to see how well the Xbox does, and then they'll delay their launch again to bring up the hype.
Tactics.
Okay, but for between $449 and $500, come on, are you? Christmas is not the same now. Have you seen the videos of the kids that don't get the console that they want, and they smash the whole entire front room up?
What are you saying about the price, Mark? You're saying it's expensive?
Well expensive.
What's that
Come on.
in pounds? What's that, about 300 quid?
About 300 quid.
Is that expensive?
Of course it is.
Is it? Is it for a kid who wants... Yeah, but
If you think,
you're
so
talking...
you can buy a second-hand car, washing machine, or anything like this for the same price, yeah? But then you've got to buy a game with it as well, and another controller, because it only comes with one controller. It comes with a game that probably no one wants.
Surely this is... Most of them are people that have already got the PS4.
Yeah.
They've all got one of those, and they want to upgrade.
Of course.
So they're used to it. So they would sell their old PS4, get a bit of money off that, put it towards their PS5.
Because the PS4 now would be worthless.
Well, it's not worthless. It's not worthless to somebody that hasn't got one.
No, so the game will probably buy it off you for £50, sell it for £100.
There we go.
Yeah?
There we go. Cheap entertainment.
But it's becoming now where the Xbox is, and that, you know, I still maintain that PC is the way forward. If you're a proper gamer, buy a PC.
I like PlayStation. I remember buying my first one and I loved it, and I loved Crash Bandicoot.
I remember you saying on the last one, yeah.
I still like it. Crash Bandicoot is one of my favorite all-time games that I played. I like that. What about what's happening with the orange and the green dots then? I mean, what's happening there?
So, orange and green dots.
I mean,
Bobby, you will, you can correct me on many things. I am a Android person through and through. I'm a Samsung man, okay? So hence my 8 Plus. It's a bit old now. So the new update on the Apple iOS 14. You may have noticed on the top of your signal bars, sometimes there will be a green dot or an orange dot. A lot of people are confused as to what these mean. They only come up on your phone at certain times. The orange dot means your microphone is listening to what you are saying. Your microphone is now active.
Okay.
That's outside of you playing a game or using the microphone as you want it to use it. The green dot is when your camera is activated. Now, if the green dot comes on when you're not using your camera, it means your phone is watching you, front or back.
But can't you switch these off?
That I'm not sure. So if you guys at home... That's one thing I haven't yet seen.
That's the $99 question.
Yeah. So if you guys at home, if you know how to switch that off, if you've had this problem, I just wanted to explain what the dots mean. I haven't gone into more detail on how to switch it off.
I mean, you play around with Apple. Can you switch microphone and camera off all the time on your phone?
No. Not as far as I know. I don't know you, Bobby.
I don't think so.
That's scary, isn't it, Bobby?
Kind of scary.
And if you download a new app, no matter if it's for photos or games, it will always ask you, do you allow permission to use the microphone? And it says do you allow permission to use your photos? No, it's allowing you to use your camera. So you're saying yes, and you're just going yes. You're not actually reading it.
I don't know about Apple. I know on my phone that if I go into my microphone and my camera, and then I go into my apps thing, I can switch microphone and camera off in all the apps per app.
Yeah.
But that's not switching it off on the phone itself, though, is it?
No,
that's only switching it off on that particular app.
But this is the thing. This is the conspiracy. Okay. I love conspiracy theories. Okay,
there's no conspiracy about it.
No, I mean it's true. I mean, though you've already said
hiding in plain sight.
Yeah, you've already said once before. Yes, you allow this. Your phone has remembered on the certificate you have allowed it. Even if you turn it off afterwards, you have still allowed it. It can still turn itself on at any given point.
It's a proven fact. You can go into this and dig deeper, but it's a proven fact that when your telephone is switched off, it's still active.
Would you remember?
Because let me just say something. When your battery gets to 0 on your phone and it says, please charge me, battery's off, and it switches off, the phone switches off, your phone is not dead. Yeah, your battery always has life in it. Yeah, it always has about 10% life left in the battery, but it's just that you can't see that. But what they're saying on what we've seen and spoken in the past on one of the shows is, your phone has got your camera, your phone has got your microwave, your microphone, microwave. It's been proven on a show that I watched from a gadget guy that basically when you switch your phone off and it's on the table, they can still see you if they want to, and they can still hear you if they want to.
But then why do you think they started to integrate the cameras straight into the Xbox?
Yeah, sure.
Series and into
another level of surveillance.
That's it. So into
360. That's what it means. 360.
But that's it.
Yep.
Yeah, it is. Xbox 360. Yeah.
That's it.
There you go. 360. There you go. Makes sense, doesn't it? Now.
Yeah.
So, guys, if you know anyone at home, if you know how to switch off the phone, the Apple device from listening to you when you're not using it, feel free to send in a comment. And we will air that.
Yeah.
So I got a comment here online from the NSA. They're really happy with our show today.
Are they okay?
Yeah.
Say hello to them for us.
They think we're all very handsome lads.
That's okay. Thank you very much. Which camera are they on, Bobby? All of them?
All of them, actually. Hello, you guys.
But then do you think, okay, so a debate to you guys here and the guys at home, do you feel it's a good thing that our devices, not just phones, your sat nav in your car. That's tracking you. Your PC.
Yeah.
Do
your Apple Watches that are on your hands.
There we go. So do you feel it's a good thing that the government, whoever it is tracking us? And they're saying it's only for
our protection.
Yeah. Okay. Not for surveillance, etc. But do you think it's a good thing?
No, I don't think it's a good thing.
I think
it's retarded.
It is. I think if we had full control of it, and we knew that we had full control of it, and nobody else could get into it, and we were the only people that had full control of it, of our camera, of our microphone, and our location device to say your location device is on, we know where you are. Because there is Find a Phone, which is good. If you lose your phone, it's good because you can find your phone. And also, if somebody's in trouble, I mean, be it whatever, be it a burglary, be it whatever it is, and somebody's getting, beat up or raped, whatever, and they activate that phone. Yeah, it's a good thing. I agree with all of that. It's a very bad thing when it takes away your privacy, because today, we out of 100% privacy of what we have today, we've probably got 5% privacy today, and that's probably too much already. I mean, you probably agree on that, Bobby. I mean, it's very, very scary. I mean, we've watched things, we've talked about things on this show before, people that worked at Facebook and Google and all these people that are now not there no more, who said it was a good thing when they started, but it's turned into a monster.
But then, do you guys remember, it must have been about 7 years ago now, there was a guy working for the CIA, and he developed his version of the Smurfs. So he had these different Smurfs, and he had names for them. He had one Smurf that could turn on your phone while it was in your pocket.
Wow.
And listen to. Now, he eventually got ousted, okay, because he was going to come clean about it. They ended up ousting him, and he got sent to prison for a long time. But he developed these Smurfs that basically could watch you wherever you are, in your pocket, in your house. There was a couple who, the first time the Xbox come out with the camera embedded, okay, there was a man that got arrested. He was having a bit of role play with his girlfriend. His girlfriend liked a bit of bondage, and she had the fantasy about a man coming in the house and having his way with her, and she's screaming and have a little wrestle.
Yeah.
Next minute, the police are breaking the door down because they think the man is raping the woman. Well, the Xbox was off at the time, but the camera was still watching.
And Pornhub was streaming it.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The police knocked down the door, and they're like, how the hell did you know we were doing it? Well, your Xbox on. Or, wow. No, it's not on.
You know,
It's off.
I watched something. I watched something last night that's hitting the world, and especially Thailand at the moment. And you've probably seen this. Change my thing to an avatar. You seen that? Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Everyone's doing that now.
Yeah. Do you know what's happening at the back of that?
No.
It's collecting all the information from the phone. It's just been proven.
Really?
There was a program last night on it. You know, because people say try this, and as it does, it grabs everything from their phone, and then it puts it all in there. You design it all yourself, and while you're doing that, it's taking all the information. So these things where you see, I've only got this and I've only got that, please share, nobody likes me, and all this kind of thing. At the back of it, it's collecting information. You know, I'm 109 today, nobody likes me, please share me. It's collecting information.
Yeah, but I'm 43, no one likes me.
Yeah, we know that, Mark, but we're talking in general. But I mean, that's what it does. It's very, very scary what these people can do. You know,
soon that's going to finish.
What?
Soon all this is going to finish on the phone, because Elon Musk has already come out with the microchip that can be embedded in someone's head that can play music. Okay.
Wow.
So how long before they'll put a chip in someone that can do everything the phones are doing now and just track you?
Have you seen the guy who has actually got a camera on top of his head? Have you seen that? It's implanted into his brain. Have you seen that?
No.
It's real. He can't see colours. Yeah. So he's got a camera that's been in the back of his head. It comes over the top of his head, and it's here. Yeah.
Like
and
a GoPro.
The camera picks up this colour, red, for example, sends a signal to the brain.
Tells them it's red.
No, it's a tune. It's a tune. So what
wow.
they've done is they've set different tunes to different colours. So like red is ding, and yellow bong, and this camera does this and sends it into his brain, so he knows to pick up the red.
Wow.
True story. You should have a look. It's very, 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 very interesting to do. What's this about a Christmas channel running 24/7?
We're moving on to something a bit lighter now. Okay, I did do this story.
It's definitely not me. It's definitely not me. I'm 92 kilos.
But everybody likes Christmas, yes, Bobby?
Yeah, it's kind of a global thing.
Dave, or are you a Grinch?
No, I like Christmas. You know, the thing that I do miss in Thailand is the traditional Christmas.
Yeah, of course.
You know, but I
decorating the tree and
yeah, we still do that. We still do that.
Yeah, but going indoors when it's cold with an open fire when we were younger,
I miss the snow. Is the honest answer.
Yeah. But there is a channel that has been launched that is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, Christmas movies, feel-good movies.
That's good. That's a good thing.
So playing in the summertime too, huh?
That's it.
That's it.
Wow.
Why not?
It makes people spend money, man. That's what the holiday was designed to do, really.
Of course.
That's why it starts in England now. I think it starts, where is it, October?
Yeah.
End of October, beginning of November, December.
I mean, I see folk on Facebook in August started buying my Christmas presents now.
Exactly.
Wow. You know? But yeah, it's a 24-hour Christmas channel that is been launched for a make you feel good time.
It probably is working really well. That's why.
Do we all like Christmas? Are we agreed on that? Do we all like Christmas?
Well, I was raised Catholic and I had to like Christmas and we all got presents and everything, but it's a marketing.
It's lost its meaning now.
Yeah.
It is. It's one big marketing game now to just spend money.
Spend money.
I
Get the economy going in the dead of winter.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about the guys at home, and you know, Bobby and Dave. You know, when I was young, it was all about. So the house wasn't properly decorated before we went to bed on Christmas Eve. My mum and dad used to stay up at night and decorate the tree, the Reyes tree, and then you wake up in the morning and you've got a stocking or a pillowcase at the end. Your bed fills with some toys and some fruit and chocolate at the bottom. Yeah, and then you run downstairs. You'll have a breakfast first. Okay, which is normally a fry-up. You'll open up presents from your sisters, your mum and your dad. Then after dinner, you can open up presents for your uncles and your aunts.
No. You're too strict, mate.
And then Boxing. Come on, I was Christian.
Too strict, mate. Too strict.
We're a Christian thing.
Down the stairs, get the presents, rip it apart, make a right mess, and end up with 15 pairs of underpants and 2 pairs of socks. That's what I used to do.
But then Boxing Day, was that about going to visit your family, having more presents?
We on Boxing Day we had a Boxing Day party. That means my mum, who always used to put on a big spread.
It's because you were rich.
No, we weren't rich. No. We used to go out at the night time robbing places so we could have a party on the 26th. So I used to come home with Aunt Bess's. You know, we all used to have like designated things. I was the Yorkshire pork man and the Christmas pudding man. So I was responsible for them. So that's why I went out with a big coat. And this side I did the Yorkshire puddings, and this side I did the Christmas pudding. So I was doing that. My mum used to put on a big spread, and we had everybody around from all the families, and we had a big get together, which was great.
See, we had a lot of biscuits because I used to follow the milkman down the road at 4 o'clock in the morning.
We had a lot of milk. All right, stay with us. We're going to come back with Disney Plus.
Talking Heads podcast live from Pattaya, Thailand, with your host Dave D. Join us weekdays. Check out all the latest updates on talkingheads-podcast.com.
Welcome back to the studio. If you've just joined us, we're live from Pattaya, Thailand, and in the studio today we have Mr. Bobby at the end of there, and of course Mark Kelly over here telling us all about the gadgets and how to get rid of that orange and green button on the thing. And he's even thrown a bit of AI into me today, isn't he, Bobby?
Yeah.
Can you imagine me as AI? What do you think?
That's what it's coming down to, man. I keep saying it.
Just imagine
it's right around the bend. I mean, it's here, but it's we're going into it full force right now.
Does that mean if your AI could just switch you off?
It does. And in 5 years' time, Bobby's going to be going, hi, Dave.
You haven't paid your bills? We're going to turn you off.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Bobby.
Exactly.
Good. Okay, Disney Plus. Now, I've got to say, having children, Disney is right up my street. It's very, very good. And also, as we learnt on a show not so long ago, Disney World is coming to Pattaya.
Yes, you were saying this.
Sure is.
Can you explain more? Because I didn't catch what you were saying.
Well, it's going to be down on the new highway, isn't it, Bobby? Just down the road there. Disney have purchased the land. They're going to be building it. We don't know the dates when it's going to start, but with all the infrastructure that's going on at the moment, we've been speaking to people around the City Hall and other places as well. And as you probably noticed at the moment, yet there isn't the people here because of via COVID and what's happening, but. If you drive around, you will see there's a lot of work being done. There's a lot of roads being made new. There's a lot of infrastructure being done, and it's being cleaned up a lot. So it's in preparation of a lot of things. So the two things that are going to happen that's major to Pattaya is, one, that Disney World is coming here, and two is they are, as far as we know, in pencil, are going to allow a couple of casinos on the site as well.
Wow, that's a major...
And, of course, we've got the monorail, the new rail system being built. So that's going to bring people here quick as well.
But then I would have thought if they would have chosen a place, it would have probably been up near Silver Lake.
This is going to be in South Pattaya, they're saying, right?
It's down towards, down.
Is there enough space here to...
Oh, yeah. It's massive. If this comes off, and it does happen here, with the monorail system that they're going to make from Bangkok to here, people are not going to be taking the cars and just jump on the quick plane, monorail, they're here, yeah, and it's going to be stopping at Disney as well as, yeah.
But then that's going to take about 3-4 years to complete anyway, or
still irrelevant.
More so.
Still irrelevant, but the at the end of the day, as Disney, if Disney start to build here, even when they put the first spade in the ground and say, right, we are starting to build Disney in Pattaya, soon as they do that, people around the world that are in business are going to start jumping at Pattaya.
Of course,
they're going to start saying, right, we want that location, we want that in preparation, be it 3 or 4 or 5 years' time, they can just pay the rent on this place.
But isn't it that Euro Disney is more successful as the actual original Disney World in America now?
No, the Disney that's right over in Hong Kong is very expensive. It's very expensive. Okay, I mean, I don't know what it is in there. I mean, somebody told me once it was like $500 or $600 or something for a family. It was crazy money.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I remember going to Alton Towers in the UK.
Yeah,
and there was me and Tika and one more, and that cost us $100.
Tika's is Dave's daughter.
$100 for 3 of us.
Wow.
Yeah, which was crazy. But I mean, whatever. I mean, it works, and I think if they can get it right here, I think there's there's 64 million plus people live in Thailand for a start off, and there's also 30 million plus who come to Thailand before when it was thriving. Yeah,
I think this is something that we're missing here. A good thrill ride park. You've got the water parks, but you haven't got a thrill ride. And there's people that, as you know, Bobby, there's many Americans, I don't think it's so much the British, but there's many groups in America where they just travel the world seeking the best thrill roller coasters in the world, just because they're drilling in.
At one time, Mark, they were going to put a roller coaster down Walking Street at one time.
Seriously?
Seriously, yeah. They thought about
Goes through all the go-go bars really quickly.
It was going from Ballyeeye from one end, and it was going over the top of them and everything, and down to Ballyeeye and all the spins and all the loops. But the problem was all the land that was owned by different various people. Some gave permission, some didn't.
They couldn't agree to it.
They couldn't agree to it. So there is a little roller coaster here, as you know, which is in the patio park down at the tower, which is, when it first opened, it was actually pretty popular.
Really?
Yeah. I've been on it.
I've never seen it.
In the patio park. There's a roller coaster in there.
I've been now, I haven't seen it.
There's a roller coaster in there, and there's a carousel in there and everything in there. Yeah? Okay. So you can go down there and have a go on the roller coaster. Anyway, it's only a very small one. But I think when you look at, and of course you've got Dreamworld that's up in Bangkok. As you know, they've got the big wheel and they've got a few bits and bobs up there in the tower, which when it's working and it's open, it is okay. But a theme park in itself like Disney's got a pulling power.
Yeah, of course, because of the name.
Yeah,
and they're buying up everything.
But what Patio is going to be doing is this, right? And this is where we're talking of like cleaning Patio up slightly. And that is, if Disney are coming to Patio, they're going to spend a lot of money. If Disney are coming to Patio, they're going to bring a lot of money.
Of course.
And also, what comes with that is the package holiday.
Yeah, of
the
course.
Family package holiday. That's going to be the key to them making it work. Yeah, because it's going to be a family orientated. A theme, yeah? So that's what they've got to do. They've got to sort of like think Patio out.
But then they've got to spend. I mean, they've already banned the jet skis and the speedboats in the water now on the beach. Okay,
Banned since when?
They haven't banned them. They've clamped down on them.
Yeah, they've clamped down on them as from a few days ago. So they've really got to put some money into the beaches again now.
Well, the beaches are coming. I mean, we was there yesterday. We went to a beach yesterday. I mean, the beaches are looking a lot cleaner. The beaches are looking a lot
because
tidier.
of COVID, because no one could go on the beaches.
Correct, but you've got to put in place, for people to take care of things, of the environment, you must put strict rules in place. When they brought in this, I think it was 1,000 baht. Was it 1,000 baht for no smoking on the beach?
Yeah.
So 1,000 baht. Do not smoke on the beach, or it's 1,000 baht. I never seen anybody smoke on the beach after that.
Listen, I'm a smoker. I don't drink so much. So when I go with my girlfriend to the beach, I carry a little 7-Eleven bag. And if I finish my drink, the drink goes in the 7-Eleven bag. If I want to smoke, I just pop back up to the roadway and I have a smoke, I put it out. But all my rubbish goes with me when I'm going. But there's a lot of people that just leave their rubbish there and think, oh, it's someone else's job to clean it up. But then that person doesn't.
It's like what's the problem here? The problem here in Patio is laying down the rules, sticking to them, and putting them into place. For example, if you're in Norway, and you drink half a beer in Norway, and you're driving and you get stopped and you're breathalyzed, they take the plates off you. Them plates belong to you. They're your plates.
Yeah.
That means you cannot drive a car again. And on the spot on the road, you will say 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years. Oh. So not many people do it. Not many people do it.
But not trying to go against what you just said. And Bobby, I don't know what you think about this as well, but I feel that it's been going on for so long where there has been no real restrictions, rules, etc. To bring rules and restrictions into place now, I just feel it's a little bit too late, because people have become so it's the norm for them to do things, and to tell them they can't do it now. It's like, well, no, we've been doing it for 20 years.
I disagree. I think now is the right time, because now you've got all the tourists. 85-90% of the tourists are not here no more, right? They've gone, all right? So as they come into Thailand, they're given a new set of rules. The new set of rules is this, and that's it. You stick to it. If you don't stick to this, it's bang. And I think it's a good time to probably implicate them, don't you?
I'm not into surveillance, but one thing I would love to see, some cameras installed at all the traffic lights. When people fly through the red lights, they take a picture of their license plate, they get fined, and they don't do it again, because you drive down the road here, man, it's really scary when the light turns green. You wait 5 more seconds, because 1 or 2 or 3 more cars are going to fly through that intersection, going through the red light, which causes so many accidents in this country.
The problem here, Bobby, is the law when it comes to vehicles and breaking the law in a vehicle. It's very relaxed and it's an easy get out, yeah? Some people know that, so that's why they reoffend.
But then coming out of Soi Council onto Sukhumvit, I'm turning right into Pattaya Thai, and it's, I nearly got hit the other week, because it was a green light for me. But the 4x4, pedal to the
right
metal.
through.
He just and he skimmed my front tire on my bike.
Wow.
And my bike's 200 kilo, and to pull that back quick on just your tiptoes.
You're lucky, man.
Yeah.
Look at what's Wanda Vision? I'm
so
interested.
going back onto
Wanda
the Disney Plus. So Disney Plus is something that I will get myself. If you're a Marvel fan, okay, you're going to be delighted next year, when all these spin-off Marvel TV shows. So going down the list, we have Wanda Vision, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, and She-Hulk, with just a name a few. So Bruce Banner is not the only green monster out there. For those that are into the Marvel universe, they know there is a She-Hulk.
Green monster. We talk She-Hulk. I know the Hulk. Now you're saying there's a She-Hulk.
A green woman.
Must have some boobs on that.
Some hard boobs.
Can you imagine them, Bobby?
I can imagine those.
Look like a photo finish in a Zeppelin race.
So, Wanda Vision. Those of you that have watched Endgame will know that Vision and Wanda, who were a couple, okay, Vision was made by Tony Stark and Bruce Banner. Okay, he was the AI that turned into a kind of a person. Okay, so he died, and so did his girlfriend Wanda. So the new series is set in Wanda's vision, in her mind, where her and her husband are actually living. Okay, so and it's I've seen some trailers. Okay, I will be putting them on Paddy One as well. Okay, and you've also got Loki, and you all know who Loki is.
Loki was the in Thor.
Thor's brother.
Thor's brother.
Yeah, who's not to be trusted. Okay,
Yeah.
so he's magic, obviously not as good at his magic as Doctor Strange, who has proved it in one of the films. And then we have Falcon and the Winter Soldier. The Winter Soldier was with Captain America. It was Captain America's friend.
Yep.
Okay, and then he was brought back with a metal arm.
Yep.
And
I remember him, yeah.
Yep, and Falcon is the black guy with the metal wings.
Did he fall off a train?
Who?
His friend. Wasn't there a fight on a train or something? He was a fight on a train, and the two were fighting on a
You
train.
thinking of Steven Seagal and Under Siege?
No. No, the guy,
I think so.
Captain America.
Yeah, it could have been in one of the Endgame films. So so there's a lot of. I mean, there are more series that are coming out on Disney. Okay, but Disney, as we've said, are so big now. You know, they have rights to Star Wars. They have rights to the Marvel Universe. Okay, they are just buying up everything, the shares in everything.
Can't blame them. We've been watching the Sons of Anarchy, haven't we, Bobby? I mean, you've had a go.
I'm
at
not proud of the fact that I watched that. It's pretty violent, man.
Is it any good though?
It's good, but it's very violent and it's too violent for me.
Yeah, he sort of started watching it and then he went, it's a bit too violent for me. I'm still watching it. I'm not so far down the line as Bobby got. But I mean, what would you say on Netflix at the moment is a good thing to watch? Non-violent. Because we watched, what was the other one? The AI one, didn't we? We've seen that one. The
Social Dilemma.
Social Dilemma. Have you seen that one, The Social Dilemma?
No.
On Netflix, that's pretty cool. That was good, wasn't it? What new films are coming out? Do you know any that are coming out that are like?
Well, it's strange
really
because
cool?
what annoys me,
I want to see that octopus movie. Sorry, Mark.
Yeah.
That you told me about.
Oh yeah, that's please do. Yeah. If you're out there, and you know, if you want something that's touching, and believe me, it's touching. Watch My Teacher Octopus.
Okay.
Yeah, just watch it. I'm not going to tell you what it is. It is basically a man.
It's getting great reviews.
It's a man who's got a friend, and it's an octopus. That's all I'm going to say. But the actual film from the beginning, because I thought when I first seen the movie, I thought this is going to be rubbish. You know, it's just going to be whatever. Yeah.
Well, there's a TV,
and it was brilliant. Well,
there's a TV show that I'm watching in a minute. It's not necessarily Netflix. It's out there everywhere for people to watch, especially people that have followed or into David Attenborough. So I don't know if you know that a little while ago that in the BBC archives, someone was rummaging around to find something, and they found some original film reel when David Attenborough first come out on TV, and it was in black and white, but they made him film. I don't know much about filming, but they made him film on colour stills, okay, which allowed them nowadays to bring colour into it. And it was the first time he'd ever gone away, the first time they'd ever seen the animals that they wanted to find, okay? And I think the producer, he wanted to find a bald-headed bird, which David Attenborough said, well, we can't name the show that's a bit boring. So basically, I think it's called Zoology in Colour, or something like this. I'll have to find out their actual name. But
any recommendations at the moment for people out there?
So
anything that you can recommend that they can sit down? Not too violent, of course.
If you've got Amazon Prime, this is a must-see. It's called The Boys. Season 2 has come out, and it only has 5 episodes on it at the moment. The reason why it's good, when you think of a superhero or a person with superpowers, you automatically think, he's a good man. He's a good boy. He saves lives. Well, how about if you had the anti-hero? So you've got a man that is basically, say, Superman. He flies up. The plane's about to crash, and he stands in the middle of the plane. He's debating, well, no, if I lift up the plane, I'm going to ruin the bottom of the plane, and it's going to cause effort. So he flies out of the plane, and he lets it crash and burn. Okay? So
he's not a superhero.
No, but everybody thinks that he is. And basically, everyone that knows that he isn't is now dead because they're on the plane. So the guy that is the equivalent to the Flash, he was running that fast through the town. He took out a woman, and her husband was just holding her arms.
Nice.
So, and it's what if the superheroes were actually all bad but portrayed good?
What have you been watching that touches you? Because we all have different tastes in it. I mean, what besides you've not seen the octopus one yet, have you?
No, I want to see it. I've been hearing great reviews.
So what have you watched on the TV, on Netflix or whatever, that you thought was nice, touching, good, or recommendation from you, something that people could have a quick look at?
The latest social dilemma was pretty
intense,
eye-opening for sure. You got to check it out, Mark. The social dilemma.
Social dilemma, that does open your eyes up.
What's that on Netflix?
It sure is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Anything more, Mark, before we say goodbye to these people out there today? Or are you okay? Have you done it? Have you gone through the list?
Oh no, there's one more thing.
One more thing, Bobby. We've got one more thing.
This is a tech.
Oh, techie.
So
techie.
I've seen this advertised now for the last few months, and it's only now I'm thinking, well, I might get it myself if I want to spend $200. It's a doorbell surveillance system. First of all, I thought, well, it's just a gimmick. Why don't you just put a camera at your door? Yeah, but this is really good. It's a doorbell that has the camera, so if you're at work, you can pick it up, you can hear the doorbell go off because it tings on your phone. Yeah, you can activate and you can talk to the person at the door while you're away and say, can you leave it? No, just leave it to the right, left, right. And you can see if anyone is stealing your Amazon Prime packages.
Ah, okay.
Not that I'm affiliated with Amazon Prime, by the way. But yeah, you can see if anyone is going in your garden up to the door. And actually, it's $200. I'm sure you can get it cheaper. And there will be different knockoff variations that are coming out. But especially when you're living in Thailand, okay? And I am worried when my bike is out in the garden. Okay, and I am worried about my shoes because we leave our shoes out in the front, our laundry out in the front. Yeah, so I am worried when I'm sleeping. Is anybody else going in my garden? So I have to, David, give me a bolt. So I have to bolt my door. But when I'm out, I'm lazy to keep opening up a bolt and closing the bolt. Oh God, I'm lazy, you know. So when I'm here, I want to know who's going into my garden.
This is released.
This is a really it's released. It's $200, but I'm sure you could get it for cheap off Lazada.
Yeah, Rockviler's cheaper though, isn't it?
What's that?
A Rockviler's cheaper.
Yeah, but it can't tell you who's at the front door.
Who cares?
And
come in my garden, that's it.
And my old dog used to rip up my post anyway.
Listen, mate, it's been good to have you in the studio again.
Yes, it's been a pleasure.
Good. It's been nice to see what you've brought in here. And, of course, we always find out all the new little bits from you as well and what's new. Nice, Bobby, yeah? Enjoyed that one?
I did.
Good. It's always good.
Thank you, Mark.
And don't
Thank
forget,
you, Bobby.
Don't forget, you guys out there, if you're listening to the show today and you've got anything to say, and of course you want to come on to Talking Heads podcast, you are most welcome to come on here. Okay, it's a nice little free living room. Come in, let us know what you're going to be talking about. It'll be great to have you on the show. Everybody's welcome, and of course, like Techie Mark, we've all got something to say, and Bobby himself, and of course myself as well. But for this one, it's goodbye from me, goodbye from Bobby at the end.
Bye, everybody. We love you all.
Bob and Mark.
With my iced coffee. Goodbye.
Goodbye. That's it.
Talking Heads podcast live from Pattaya, Thailand with your host Dave D. Join us weekdays. Check out all the latest updates on talkingheads-podcast.com.